The EchoPark Automotive Grand Prix around the Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas took place yesterday, the third round of the NASCAR Cup Series season. So as always here on the NASCARchronicle.com, guys, let's have a look at the main highlights, the 5 things that we learned from this weekend's Cup Series race. So we started with Tyler Reddick leading and avoiding the chaos behind him to lead in the early stages of this race. Chase Elliott was spun out by Ross Chastain at the back, which caused a bit of chaos, but most people managed to avoid that incident. Shane Van Gisbergen was somebody that I said that you need to watch out for during this race. Of course, a bit of a road course expert, of course, and he passed both Reddick and Bubba Wallace to lead on lap 9 of the race. However, through the pit stops, it was Wallace that won the first stage of the race as he stayed out and the other guys in the lead pit for that. And that is, of course, his first road course stage win ever in the Cup Series as well. A bit of a milestone for him. The race did not end up particularly great for him in the end, but that was something that he can very much be proud of right there. For the start of stage 2, we had SVG and Kyle Busch on the front row of the restart. SVG held the inside, but Busch got by a few laps later. Through the stops, it was Ryan Preece, believe it or not, who stayed out and won the second stage. That's the second stage winner right there. A notable incident as well in this one too was the fact that Kyle Larson, now he is having a very, very tough season so far, to say the least. His wheel fell off. He ran wide going out of turn, I think it's turn 6B, they were classifying it as, basically the new little section where instead of going around the rest of the track, you cut across and then cut back down the back straight. But anyway, on that bit, he ran wide, ran into the grass, and unfortunately, he basically just lost his wheel because of that. I mean, you could say it's unlucky to lose your wheel, and I absolutely agree with that. And it's even more unlucky the fact that he will probably get some sort of penalty for the next race as a result. He classified all the way down in 32nd, basically last at that point. It might as well be. And unfortunately, yeah, he's going to have a penalty coming for next weekend's race, without a doubt, in my opinion, because of that. A bit unfair because of the way the rules are in NASCAR, but unfortunately that's going to happen. But yeah, so third stage, final stage, Christoper Bell, we need to talk about him. He was pretty much nowhere. He was nowhere in like the main group of leaders. You know, it was Eddie Allmendinger was in there, Busch, Wallace, all those guys were making more of an impact on the race. But when it mattered in stage 3, he absolutely produced. It was an incredible restart. The first restart, I should say, was the most important because it gained him a lot of positions right there. And there was a wreck behind. Daniel Suarez involved in that, a pretty nasty one actually. Thankfully, everybody okay. And then because of that, we had a second restart for the start of stage 3. And Bell just basically did an incredible job from there. He did have quite a big lead to kind of make back from Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch leading the majority. The final thing I'll talk about is the fact that Kyle Busch led the majority of the third stage. But again, there was another caution, this time for the 3 car who got stuck in the gravel after an incident. They had to throw the caution flags for that, and it gave the advantage to Bell because he stopped, I believe he stopped later than Kyle Busch. I mean, I'm going off the highlights here, by the way, which are not the best. Anybody who's watched the Fox highlights of NASCAR will know they don't include a lot. They didn't even include the actual move for the lead of the race eventually either. So Kyle Busch ended up down in P4. He lost a bit of pace in the closing stages, and Bell held on to get back-to-back victories, winning 2 of the first 3 rounds of this NASCAR Cup Series season. And incredibly, he's only 4th in the championship. He did a really, it was pretty low down in Daytona, to say the least, but 2 wins out of 3 races and he's down in 4th. William Byron is top of the standings. He got 2nd place in this COTA race, of course, so well done to him for that. Ryan Blaney, I think, led before this round. He is in 2nd. Tyler Reddick in 3rd. No wins to either the names of Blaney or Reddick, but yeah, incredible for Bell. Fantastic there. There was a very forceful move by Christoper Bell on Kyle Busch earlier on, but he still would have got by anyway, in my opinion. I don't think that really changed much there. But yeah, Byron ended up in P2, Reddick in P3, Kyle Busch in P4. So yeah, a great race around the Circuit of the Americas for NASCAR. Yeah, again, different track layout. Let us know what you think about it in the comments below, guys. And of course, we'll be back this coming weekend to preview the Phoenix race that is on this weekend coming up. So yeah, see you soon, guys. Have a great week ahead. And of course, if you want more content on the world of NASCAR, keep it tuned here to the NASCARchronicle.com. Like, share, comment, subscribe. As always, have a great week ahead.